don't bother you, they never bother me. I feel happy and fine.
The YouTubers that accidentally filmed a live murder and posted it. The person screaming in the video is believed to be 31-year-old Laura Wallen. At the time, Laura was dating Tyler Tessier, and he had a completely double life, including a full fiance. And she went missing on September 3rd, 2017.
We just want to know if she's okay. We just want her back. Disappearance of Teacher of the Year, Laura Wallen.
That same day, YouTuber Sam and Colby in the Ireland Boys Productions decided to go to the abandoned Forest Haven Insane Asylum in Washington, D.C. While they were exploring, they saw 3 unknown individuals, and they were so spooked they decided to leave.
There was 3 people. Did you see how close?
As they were heading back, this happened. They safely ran out and alerted police, though it was later determined that Tyler had unalived Laura. In July of this year, the Ireland Boys Productions posted a video claiming that the screams were indeed from Laura.
Investigators put the pieces in the timeline together and concluded that me, Nick, Sam, Colby, Laura, and Tyler were all there at the same place at the same time.
What I do not understand is who was the third person that was seen with the alleged Tyler and Laura. Only 1 arrest has been made and only 1 body has been found. If investigators deemed that they were all together, wouldn't they be in search of the third person?
Guys, today we'll be talking about a case that was brought to my attention. TJ Davis was a 20-year-old boy who attended Calvary Baptist Church. Everyone called him his nickname TJ except his mother. His mother called him Bubba. On Sunday, August 29th, 2021, TJ's mother received a knock at her door at 3:30 in the morning. Immediately when police asked to come inside, she knew something bad had happened. Police stated that they found his body in the Mississippi River. However, they did not retrieve his body until 11:11 a.m. that same morning. That means it took them almost 9 hours to retrieve the body. Why it took so long, I have no idea. According to TJ's mother, he had went into the tunnel of the Mississippi River with 4 other white individuals. All 4 of the other individuals left unharmed, and with that being said, his mother states that things are just not adding up, and she did ask police to have the body cam footage. However, they were refusing to release it to her and would not let her see her own son's body. I have tagged her account, so if you guys have any information, please reach out to her. I will see you guys next time.
In the moonlight, my honey, I know.
This is 20-year-old Krista Pike, who became jealous of her friend, 19-year-old Colleen Slemmers, after she thought that she was trying to steal her boyfriend, Tadaryl Shipp. On January 12, 1995, Krista, Tadaryl, and their friend Shadala Peterson had all lured Colleen into the woods near the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, promising her free weed. This is a video I self-recorded of the area that it's believed where the crime took place. Once they were there, Krista bashed Colleen in the head with her knee and reportedly kicked her in the face. They tortured and slapped her for almost an hour, and eventually Tadaryl carved a satanic writing in her chest. They sacrificed her to the devil, and Krista kept a piece of her skull in her pocket as a trophy. The next day, her body was found lying on top of debris, and Colleen was quickly arrested after her roommates saw her reportedly dancing around the room, telling about the crime, and even showed them a piece of Colleen's skull that she kept in her pocket. To really top it off, Colleen's friends later told reporters that she had 0 interest in Tadaryl. Krista was arrested, sentenced to death, and has not shown 1 ounce of remorse. Currently, she is still alive, and despite her trying to escape her death sentence, recently a judge reclaimed that Krista 100% deserves to be on death row.
Dark Hollywood exposed.
And it was revealed that they paid $1,000 for a meet and greet with Chris Brown. Some people were surprised at this, and there was some debate as to, whether people felt it was worth it or, is that a little too much?
He's the real Chris Brown, and he's not allowed to get on stage. That's the only way he can make his money.
So you feel like that was like a lookalike that did that?
Do I feel like it was a lookalike in Chris Brown's body?
Okay.
No, Chris Brown is not that. It's just the same. It's the same thing with Kanye, bro. Chris Brown, that was not Chris Brown on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Chris Brown on stage, bro. That's not Chris.
So that wasn't Chris that did that?
Hell no, that wasn't Chris. No, that wasn't Chris that was on stage. Chris Brown is the one that's he getting paid, nigga, any way he can to see if it's gonna go over. Well, nobody knows. You guys actually realize like how there's a taller Kanye, a smaller Kanye, taller Kanye, a smaller. They're fighting for who's gonna be Kanye. They're fighting for who's gonna be Kanye, dude, right in front of you. And it's like, yo, bro, leave my brother alone.
So is this like a nutty professor type of situation?
That's stupid, bro. You see Kanye 6 feet tall and then you see him small. You better catch the small. Give him a hug, man, because he been through a lot to be in that body. He was just trying to eat that day. he finally got it back, and that's what the real Kanye be in a real place, chilling, eating, no security.
Haha, made you fuck. My NDA ends January 1st, 2023. My contract is finally over, and I'm excited to really tell y'all a lot. I'm talking about a lot. They silenced me for so many years. So, y'all get ready. When that ball drop, that's not gonna be the only thing that drop.
I know Nandi Madito when I see her, and this is not her. Why is Pep Guardiola speaking to the chair? Something is going on, and I'm getting suspicious.
Where they congregate and prepare themselves to properly think their deity. Again, the 3,000-plus-year-old Moloch. The occult activities are coming up. And then after the actual ritual, we're going to give you some more of the history surrounding it. But first off, I wanted to draw your attention to the program that was given out to the spectators or the viewers. I guess an occultist would call them novices, who actually watched as the priest and their supporters engaged in this ancient rite. Now you're looking at a little demon called PJ that was on the front of the actual program. It's kind of an Hieronymus Bosch style. He's got a little broom and a dustpan, and he's sweeping something up. Now, even more shocking is the figure of a human body burning in the flames. In fact, I've shown it to people that are experts in anatomy, to actual doctors, and they say that the anatomical size is that of a baby or small child. Notice how large the cranium is in comparison to the torso, that is the ribs. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the program itself given out to the establishment lackeys witnessing these sinister activities. Remember, in Babylon and Tyre, they would throw their children into fiery pits. Look at the size of the hands compared to the rest of the body. Only children.
Well, I am really proud of I mean, you know,
they're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house fucking screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house fucking screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed help.
Hey man.
And that was their kid's friend.
Yeah.
Who the fuck can believe that that shit is real by any means with all of that?
Makes it tough to believe.
With all of that. When they was busy fucking partying with the Martins, then they switched over from the Martins to Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez, and then the fucking kiss happened on Hawthorne. Her show got canceled. Mark and Jennifer broke up. All of this shit was going on. Like, all of these motherfuckers be doing all of this wild shit. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers. Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. Uptown Records started with 5 people: Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim, she was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? You want to know what they all had in common, though? They were all writing tell-all books. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? It's too many coincidences. Fuck you, Honeycomb. We gonna get you and your little dog, too. Run as fast as Cassie did.
Drink the Kool-Aid. You don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice 3 times in my 20s, my 30s, and
What's
my 40s.
that? Pee? A lot of golden showers in
The
Burbank.
gold juice that I will live forever and I'll have whatever I want. The gold juice. You never offered the gold juice?
No, I'm a scumbag comic. What's the gold juice?
I don't know, but I didn't drink it and I didn't want it. And
is this in
I noticed when all the girls, certain girls on Orange changed. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like a real thing. Like, it's all a real thing. And it's scary because they send like people after you and they can like kind of moonlight as like a friend or, you know, and they're wolf in sheep's clothing. And listen, you can have everything you want, all the fame in the world, all the money. I'm like, what if I just drank it? But then you know what I mean? Like, what if and I don't know what it is. If it's a metaphor for the gold juice, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mostly.
And
if there's a tincture that makes you younger, I better know where. You better let me in on this. If adrenochrome's real, I'll be first in line.
Expose the whole music industry in this interview. Let me know if you agree with what she is saying.
What you think about Lil Nas X?
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him and they said he was never gay.
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact, like, what he doing is because like they told him like, you gotta do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling your soul. Like, you do this, you going with whoop. The industry, it's like you have to do certain things to get that. So I believe he had to do certain things to get where he's going. And like the certain things is you gotta do this and lead people this way and lead people that way. I won't say all of them might not know what they're doing is, but the big ones, they know.
All Wiki just exposed.
Pieces at her house.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
Very cool and very sweet, and she kind of gives me a lot of like maternal advice. You know, she's very. Like,
okay, sorry. Like, just go.
just go. The baby's crying, you know what I mean? Like
Okay, you
mom's
ready?
out,
Okay.
like I
Mom's out. We're
mom's
having
gone.
we're having a
like,
party.
We're having a party. Like,
We're getting pizza tonight. Okay. Oh, he really filled the.
Hi. I've had stem cells in the blood of a 2-year-old child injected into my skin, and my face still looks like this.
You need to be using fetus blood, Eddie. A little spritz of afterbirth, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Keep up, sweetie.
Keep up. Oh.
Okay, let's talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. How many, did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do
Not
this?
everybody.
Okay, and, good, smart ones.
Just those that I thought would appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. That's what it is.
Okay.
Who comes up with this?
I don't think. It's not like I'm lying there with little pieces all over my face. It's like,
Who thinks of collecting it and having it for? We'll do something with this
and
someday.
why didn't we come up with that?
Right. To be
Yeah.
rich.
And so we call it. I call it the penis facial. And I think when you see how good it is to your face, you too will run to your local facialist and say, "Give me the penis." It's gonna happen. Give me the penis.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna say.
I'm never gonna say that. That's never gonna come out of my mouth.
How about you just maybe make it smaller?
No, I don't even understand why that is a thing that you'd put that into your skin. Why do you want that? You know what's gonna happen? Penises are gonna start growing out of. You're going to have little
penises.
Like that's what karma is going to do. You're going to have tiny baby Korean.
I'm here going.
Korean.
Let it not be a whisker or a peen. Let it. All right, yeah, I'm good here. Okay, we're all good. No, well, so be it.
So be it. If I must have Korean penises growing out of my.
It was worth it.
All right.
Oh my
We're going to
God.
take a break and
We're going straight to hell.
Yeah.
Straight to hell.
Yeah. I'm not. I didn't do it.
I have to explain.
You are.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna get backstage and Lila's gonna go, "Mama, why is there a penis on your face?"
Yeah.
And Yarvo, and Matt Cohen, and Dan Ferguson. Ooh. Where does Dan Ferguson work? No, I'm not even going to talk about Spielberg, who, by the way, Steven Spielberg is a pedophile. Yep. See how easy that was, Corey? I didn't need $10 million. I just said it. But what I want to get into is, I want to get into like the bigger picture of how this stuff is all connected. Because when you're talking about like really elite levels, the name of the game is blackmail. So they want something on you that they can hold over your head so they can basically own you and tell you what to do. And they film it. And then they own you. So that's what runs the whole system, basically. They want compromised people because they're easy to control. And a lot of people, they'll just go along with it and do whatever just for fame or money or accolades or any of that stuff. You know, I don't understand it. Some people are just like really into the evil shit. Yarvo. Oh, I'm not going to talk about Tom Hanks either, who is also a pedophile. Tom Hanks, folks, is a pedophile. I'm sorry if this is the kind of bursting your bubble, all this information is new, but it's time that this comes out into the open because we are going to change the way everything works, because at the top levels of wealth, of power, the very top levels, these people are just sick and psycho. Look into the Rothschild family. Do some research. You heard it.
You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. And even if they did figure out a way, I'm still not backing down from what I said. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
In public, you feel me? I like for them to see how I like. You used to be the Joe to see or Puffy or any of them. They've been at my house. They all see me.
In his latest interview, the I Miss You singer recounted his cringy endeavors, inadvertently revealing his true association with Puff Daddy. Aaron Hall is a name that many 90s kids remember, and like many singers, Aaron has had his fair share of controversies. Given his explosive temperament, Hall was making headlines quite often, and not in a good way. Despite his musical talents, Aaron is most known as the R. Kelly #2, if you know what I mean.
I took her. Me and Gloria's cool. I'm a boss. I ain't gonna argue with you about no shit and you umbilical cord.
It's actually in the studio when he recorded that. We just started dating.
You are lying.
Swear to God, I was 16.
I mean, I thought she was older. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I see a puppy on the field when I'm doing dog training. I think it's a year old or 2 years old, and it'd be like 8 months.
Karma soon caught him when he allegedly raised his hands to hurt one of his ex-girlfriends. Back in 1996, Hall pleaded guilty to attacking his ex-girlfriend and was sentenced to 5 years of probation. A few years later, he was ordered to undergo 2 years of anger management training, but when he failed to show up for one of the sessions, with Aaron claiming he was delayed while traveling to witness the birth of his son, he wound up serving 11 months in Rikers Island. After the incident hit the mainstream media, Gloria took the opportunity to speak up against the injustice she had unknowingly faced in her formative years. She called Aaron out for being a deranged creep for having a relationship with her in her teen years. On top of that, Velaz clapped back, accusing him of hurting her and labeling him as a deadbeat dad who has never contributed to the care of their child. She said, quote, "Aaron was abusive toward me, and I'll be damned if I'll put my son through that. There were days I couldn't go outside. I was so beat up. He can get lawyers involved."
Is this the one you were talking about who just cheated on you and treated you horribly and you just stuck it through?
No, not that one. That was another one.
And what about Sean Combs, Puffy, P. Diddy, the man who courted controversy, if not outright danger? He always seemed to be the one in control. We wondered, looking at the girl on the red carpet, who was she? Was she afraid?
No, I don't think she was afraid. I just think that I, at that time, was cared very deeply for Sean, and you know, we just didn't have the same kind of ideals about life and family and stuff like that, and just wasn't a good relationship for me. It didn't have so much to do with him as it had to do with me at the time. I had to learn to care about myself a little bit more and put up certain boundaries of what I would accept and wouldn't accept.
Actually met him when he was with Cassie.
Yeah.
So could you explain to me how this came to be and what made you stay even though he was with Cassie? What was he telling you?
When I first met Puff, I did not find him I didn't like him like that.
Okay.
Eventually, he grew on me.
And you knew about Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did Cassie know about you? Is the question.
She did. She knew about me 4 months into the relationship.
Okay. And how did you find out about that, Cassie knowing about you?
Because she reached out to me.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
Basically, she just said to just leave him alone.
Okay.
But she reached out to me a few times after that, and she was never nasty to me. She didn't call me names or nothing. She was always nice. I don't know if it was fake or not, but she was always nice.
Okay. What was your response?
She told me the last time I spoke to her, which was a couple years ago, she told me, she was she called me at 4 a.m. and was hey, I just had a dream and I just wanted to call you and tell you that I don't hate you, I don't have bad blood towards you or anything like that.
Who else finds it just a tad bit strange that the only group of people not dying suddenly and unexpectedly are conspiracy theorists?